Top. Top. Top.
That look good.
If we could have got it a full screen like that, of the under the lights right there behind us, that'd have been pretty legit. Let's check the audio before we get going. Let's check the audio before we get going. It's static.
Mike.
Nope. Take this off. So let's check the audio now.
Testing 1, 2.
So put the headphones in. And put the headphones in out here.
What? The mic?
You heard all the staticking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did all that staticking during the interview also.
Well, that must have, because I listened to it on mine, and I didn't hear no static.
I don't hear static right now.
Because you took it off.
You took that mic off.
Oh. Well, you know, if somebody calls, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to put the headphones in.
See, it picks it up pretty good.
Just put the phone by the phone on speaker. Cool, y'all.
Oh yeah, because they're not calling your phone, they're calling. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Mic check 1, 2, 3. Mic check 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Take the headphones out and speak up, fellas.
Yeah, that's
You
good.
got it.
We can handle that.
Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. Friday night football is done. Thursday night football is done. Saturday football to be determined.
Right.
To be
Exactly.
determined.
Yes, it is.
I'm sitting here with Mr. Keith Croget, Mr. Gary Swallow. This is Under the Lights, and we will get started right now. Go ahead, Mr. Keith Croget. Tell us what you think about Friday night football tonight.
Well, I watched some of the Fort Berry game this evening, and they did real well. They did have some issues, but they did work out pretty well with them. And watched the Newman game, which was pretty interesting. That was pretty. Booker T surprised me quite a bit. You know, I mean, they. I know they got one guy committed to Arizona, one of the wide receivers. He did real well. Arch had some issues, but he's only a sophomore, so he's got a lot of growing to do yet. So, but he did do well. The whole team did well, actually.
Gary Swallow, before we dive into these games, give us some words. What you thinking about football this week 3?
man, great games. I mean, I'm proud of my Red Devils because they did so well tonight. I mean, I didn't expect that. I thought it was going to be a close game. Man, just, you know, I watched the Newman game myself. Impressed with Arch Manning, you know, but I guess like he said, he's young and he made a few mistakes, but man, he just is so well rounded. I just look out as far as Peyton's record and Eli's records at Newman are about to go down.
Yes.
All right, if you can lean the phone closer to us, that would be good. Week 3 has come and gone, and just like that, the season is almost at the midway point, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, I was messing with the camera.
And getting it all set up right.
And we were having more technical difficulties all the time.
Hey, at least we're here.
Good.
You tell me.
I don't care. If it looks good back there, then let's roll.
Well, I can't.
Restart.
We good.
All right, week 3's gone. Let's talk about Thursday night football, and let's jump straight into the games. Last night, Captain Shreve 41, Parkway 20. That is a final score. Peabody 53, Lakeside 14, Sterlington 39, Richwood 14, Alexandria 44, Green Oaks 16, Sacred Heart 44, Mamu 0. Oh, you're making me dizzy. Ascension Catholic 41, Central Catholic 21, Episcopal of Baton Rouge all over the Hornets 55-14. Episcopal takes down Catholic of Point P, fellas.
I didn't see that.
No.
I didn't see that coming.
De La Salle 49, Lakeshore 13, St. John 26, Ascension Christian 18, Church Point 37, St. Louis 27, Newman 28, Booker T 16. And the game that we covered last night, Opelousas Catholic falls at home to Port Allen. Heck of a road win for Port Allen. Final score, Port Allen 41, Opelousas Catholic 39. I'm going to let y'all take over for here. What's some games that stick out to y'all? And we're going to talk about that OC decision in a few minutes. So what's some games that stick out to y'all from Thursday night?
Oh man, that was, you know,
Scream at it, Gary.
Newman stood out because of their dominance overall. Booker T gave them a fight, but you know, as far as Newman sure did what they had to do. OC, but I thought OC was going to really come out, and really they should have in my eyes.
At least tied it up.
Or at least, yeah. Church Point, I knew Church Point was going to be tough. That game was a little closer than I thought it was going to be, even though they won by 10. But man, that's just so many to talk about.
What are you thinking, Keith?
Episcopal and Catholic Point.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We all picked the
Point Capee, I
Point
think.
Capee.
Yeah, that shocked me.
Yeah,
That
55 points?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
How good is Episcopal this year? That's the real question.
That's the question right there.
Episcopal's playing some good football early in the season.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
So,
Yeah, so we go back to the OC game last night, and do you want to save this for the end, or do you want to tackle this right now?
we can, doesn't matter. I mean, we'll talk about it the same either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that there was, you know, just honestly, I love all of our local schools and everything like that, but man, that they had some decisions that were made in that game that really, I know they are kicking themselves in the butt for it. You know,
Yeah,
it really is.
you can't really judge a coach because that's his decision on what
Right.
he wants to do. Even the pros do.
Right.
And so he thought that at that time they had a better chance of doing for the
Right.
two-point conversion than a regular
Right.
field goal. But college or pros had done the same thing.
Correct.
Because they were trying to get closer to the score, and there were two scores down, so they were
Right.
trying to make it at least try to make it one score.
Right. But if you look at that, if you get an extra point there, and if you say you kick extra points all the way through, and then towards the end of the game when you have to go
Well,
for two,
yeah.
that's a.
Was
But
it
I
the
mean,
third quarter they tried that? or
yeah,
something
that was
like
early in the game.
Yeah.
That was to me that. Well, I think they had 10. It was fourth quarter, but I think they had 10 minutes left.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they-
it was early in the fourth.
It was
quarter.
early in the fourth, but I mean, you know what? It's a decision, and it was a good ball game offensively. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think the defense was there on either team because.
No, they were pretty much
Uh,
running up and down on the field on that.
But it was a good game. It's just I know that there's some things that could have been done differently, but hey, it is what it is. You live and you learn, you know, and that's what it's all about.
Coach said he made the decision, figured he had a better chance of doing it, so that's what he did. So.
Correct.
Fellas, we will jump straight into Friday night scores, but first off, talk about Tiger Rocks and talk about Evangeline Downs.
Okay.
Okay. Tiger Rock Martial Arts. We're a martial arts school for men, women, and children of all ages. We start them at 4, you know, and we go till you're as old as you want to be, young at heart. And we have a great time, great program. Have a school in Opelousas as well as Youngsville. We would love to have you guys come down and get started. Our martial arts program helps enhance other sports. We were talking about that a while back. Our program, as far as our martial arts program, is part of LSU's summer conditioning part with Grandmaster Joel Neely in Baton Rouge. He's been doing that for many years. He is an LSU graduate. So we have a lot of positives in our program, and we look forward to seeing anybody that wants to come down and enhance their sporting abilities, and if not, just to stay in shape.
Evangeline Downs ran. In fact, they were still running when I passed about an hour ago. They had 10 races tonight, and they have 15 tomorrow, starting at 4:30. So I'm going to see if I can swing by and watch a race or two, just to see what they look like this year. They've been upside down with this COVID thing, so they had some issues with the other tracks. And I'm hoping that the one got hit by a hurricane in Vinton gets up and running pretty soon, because
Correct.
they need that. Because they run year round. They go from 3 different
I know.
tracks that they run at, so
Correct.
keeps them busy.
5587.
Phone number to call into the show is 337-290-5587. So if you're interested in calling into the show, I'm gonna put the phone number in the comments. Before we get started on these Friday night games, fellas. That is the call-in line, 337-290-5587. Call in, let's chat and talk some high school football. All right, Friday night football. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen, because we got some crazy scores here. We got some crazy matchups, and we have some upsets to talk about. First off, and at any point that one of y'all want to stop me and let's talk about this matchup, go right ahead. If you have a comment about the matchup, go right ahead. We're going to go through these as quickly as possible, but we're going to talk about these also.
Right.
Lafayette Christian Academy, week 1 loss to Acadiana. They didn't play last week, so you know they were hungry to get on the field, but I didn't know they was this hungry, fellas. Lafayette Christian Academy, 51. And they just hung up 51 on Evangel. Evangel had a 0 tonight. Lafayette Christian 51, Evangel 0. Evangel is 0-3, ladies and gentlemen. a lot is going down in Evangel, and look for the fan base to turn on the school very soon.
They're in what they call rebuilding year.
That they never had before, you know. We talked about that last week. Which team in the state is hitting a panic button? I think that's the one right there that is going to be hitting that panic button, because, man, I have never in my lifetime, I don't think since Evangel has been a school, seen them go 0-3.
Yeah, that's. Evangel's always. I mean, they were a mid-school. They were never in the top, division, but they were still. They played some higher divisions, and still stomped them. But that's
unbelievable right there.
All right. LCA is now Evangel.
Call them by their real name, Keith.
Lafayette Christian Academy.
No, call them by their real name. The
University of
Lafayette Christian Academy.
That's right.
Yeah.
They are Lafayette Christian Academy is becoming what Evangel was back in the day. They have dominated. But they play. They're not afraid to play people that are going to give them a hard time.
No.
I mean, we talked about the Curtis and the Acadiana game last week. Look at John T. Curtis looks for people to play. The first game of the season, he went to Mississippi, I think, and got beat pretty bad.
Yeah.
But he didn't care. He came back and he just said, "Okay, let's do." That's how you win championships.
Yeah.
And oh my God,
Challenge the students.
unbelievable. I never would have expected
Not
that
51
score.
points.
That score.
You
no.
know.
Peter Smith, welcome to the live stream, brother. Your team is up next. West Monroe, after the week 1 loss to Karen Crow, have looked damn good ever since. Last weekend, 42-0 shutout. This weekend, they faced the powerhouse of Neville and West Monroe. 24-7 final score. West Monroe takes down Neville tonight, fellas.
I think West Monroe had a wake-up call, and I think it got them a little upset.
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you, you can say what you want. As far as public school, the University of West Monroe has always been up there. They just reload, they reload, and it's all from homegrown boys. So I think that was a shock, but I think that was a wake-up call in that first week.
West Monroe is now the new Neville in that location.
Most definitely. Yeah, what Neville used to be back in the day, West Monroe is that.
West Monroe never really left. They just are going to be there in that Final Four every year.
Pretty much.
Yep. This game here was how can I say that? This game was added during the week. So this game was scheduled during the middle of the week. So Calvary Baptist versus Archbishop Rummel, the big dog of Division 1 versus the big dog of Division 3, I believe. Let's see. Division 4.
Okay.
So, one of the two. But Rummel, 31. Calvary Baptist, 13. Archbishop Rummel looks like they're trying to repeat.
Rommel is going to be tough to get through this year. From what I gather, they didn't lose that much from last year, and they are going to be strong again.
Here we go. We have the 2A state champs of Faraday. They are taking on the surprise team of the state of Louisiana, General Trask. But General Trask got humbled tonight, fellas. Faraday all over General Trask tonight, 62-20. And we have an incoming caller. Holly, put him on, and we will find out who we have. Hello, this is Jordan Taylor sitting alongside with Keith Croget and Gary Swallow. This is Under the Lights. Who we have the pleasure of speaking to tonight?
Sam Bacon.
Sam Bacon, how's it going tonight, my brother?
Good man, good man. You had a good trip.
Oh yeah, can't complain when we see the Red Devils win.
Good job, man.
Sam, what you got going on tonight? I know you watched the stream and you're a little excited about next week.
Hey, great stream tonight. First of all, good game between Pine Prairie and Port Barry, and you know, love what y'all doing, man. Good job.
So what's your thoughts on your opponent tomorrow, Sam? I know Grand Lake is coming into town. This is a home game for Basile, and this is a 5 o'clock kickoff. What went into making this all possible when there was concerns of not even playing this matchup? What is your thoughts on tomorrow?
You know, it was going to possibly being 2 weeks off, possibly 3 weeks off, and you know, with all with the hurricane stuff that came through, you know, Grand Lake got their team together and you know, prepared, and you know, I think they got power on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, and you know, that's why it got pushed back to Saturday. It was like, oh, you know, even our fans like, why has got pushed back to Saturday? I said, well, you know, they didn't go to school till Wednesday, possibly Thursday, so that's you know, if they had enough players to play, they were going to play, you know.
Well, that's good. At least, you know, at least it's going to get played. You're like me. I'm just giving the kids a chance to get out there on the gridiron and perform.
Oh, giving the kids a chance to play, but everything that's going on, you never know when you're gonna so COVID-19 stuff, you know, get that call and okay, now we got 2 weeks off, you know, so it was just good to actually, you know, play. You know, it's been a long time since we played a Guerrero game.
Well, I look forward to going out there and I'm get a chance to see you for the first time this year, personally this time. This is Gary, by the way, and we look forward to doing that. But I'm excited for this game, but I'm even more excited to see y'all come down to Port Barry, man.
Well, I was waiting for somebody to announce how this game even got started.
Well, I think the guy next to me had a lot to do with that.
He did. Well, I don't know if he let everybody know how it went down.
No, he keeps things to himself. Tell everybody how it went down, man.
Well, Basile is supposed to be playing Elton High School this week, and Elton went ahead and canceled their whole season. So Basile has an open week this week, and Basile had 5As approaching them, had 4As approaching them, offering them to come play them, but does Basile want to play Acadiana?
I would.
Exactly. So when the news brought up that Avoyos tested positive for the virus, that puts Port Barry in a hole where we lose a week and we have a canceled game. I brought it to the attention of our head coach at Port Barry, Coach Craig Stevens, where, Coach, instead of a canceled game, go check with Basile, because Basile has an open week because Elton isn't playing and they haven't filled that slot yet. Gave the coach the phone number, and the rest is history. We have Basile versus Port Barry Thursday night football. It will be senior night for the Red Devils, and the Bearcats will come into town, and we're going to have to feed them something, Gary.
Hey, we got to do something for y'all.
Feed Sam Bacon something.
That's it. But I'm gonna tell you, Coach, I think it's gonna be a great event. I miss the rivalry because at one time we played Basile pretty regular, and we lost that for a while. And I hope we can get that back because I like local teams, you know, working with each other.
Like I told Jordy, it's a great matchup. We definitely appreciate the matchup and everything. You know, with everything that's going on, you never know what you can get, you know, for next week and on the 4th. And I mean, I think it's going to be a great matchup between Port Barre and Basile. We've had in the past 2 great. I think the last time, I think me and Jordy talked about it, the last time we went over there. I think it was a grudge match. You know, there was a 21-13, 21-14, you know, match, and you know, the return match was like 13-17, something like that. You know, so definitely looking forward to go to Port Barre. Appreciate you guys and all that.
Well, I've been around for a while, and I'm gonna tell you, all of the matches that I can remember from Basile back in the day have always been very good ball games. Very good, close-fought ball games, and you know, I remember back in the day whenever one of our legendary coaches, Bruce Broussard, was coaching over there. So that tells you I'm a little old, you know. But that was always a good rivalry, and I look forward to seeing that once again.
Oh, we're looking forward to it, man. Appreciate you guys for reaching out to us, and like I said, appreciate Jordy reaching out to us, and looking forward to it next Thursday.
Yeah.
On the phone is assistant football coach from Basile High School, Mr. Sam Bacon. Sam Bacon, you're the best, man. Appreciate everything.
I appreciate it, man. Hey, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, brother. That was Sam Bacon, assistant football coach at Basile High School. Phone lines are open. If you want to call in, the phone line is 337-290-5587. Call in and let's chat, folks. All right, get back to these games here. Red River all over Bunkie, 52-14 tonight. We're going to save this one for the end. The Ritter, 21, Iowa 7. Man, I'm going down in picks this week,
I know
fellas.
it, man. I'm right with you. I feel myself going down.
Definitely.
Oberlin all over Hamilton Christian tonight, 34-7. And the next matchup, how good is Lake Charles College Prep this year? Can they win a 3A state championship? I think they have a good shot. Lake Charles College Prep 43, Kinder 18 tonight.
I didn't see that.
I think I picked Charles.
I don't remember.
I don't remember, but I think I did.
Michael Gagliano, I will get to you in a second, brother. We gotta talk about that Saturday matchup in a minute, and also we gotta give a score update on Chalmette. Alrighty, Welsh, big win tonight for Welsh, 35-3 over Vanderbilt Catholic. It kind of worries me for when the Red Devils go down and play Welsh. Rain was 2-0 before they played this game, and Rain just got dog slapped by Dutchtown, fellas. 62-14, Rain.
Wow.
First loss of the season comes to Dutchtown. Panic button. Turlings, 34. Brobridge, 14. Got a buddy of mine that went to Brobridge, and he will be coming on the show to rant soon.
Oh yeah, and I can hear it. I'll be like, give him the mic.
So BB will come on the show and talk about his Brobridge Tigers, and they're 0-3. Turlings, big win tonight, 34-14. Let's talk about Michael Gagliano's team. They go down to John Ehret tonight, 34-20. Chalmette falls to 1-2 in the season. John Ehret, Michael says, will be dangerous in the 5A playoffs when they get in. So, got to look out for John Ehret. We seen them at the Dome a few years ago.
Yeah.
So, Chalmette falls tonight. Gags, thank you again for tuning in, brother. If you want to call in, brother. The phone line is at the bottom of the screen. 290-5587 is in the comments. Holly, if you want to put the phone line back in the comments, you can. All right, New Iberia is undefeated, fellas. When did you think New Iberia would be 3-0 at this point?
I didn't see it coming, but I'm glad they are.
Yeah.
I like that little team from
Late
over there.
80s. The late 80s.
Yeah.
Because New Iberia is used to 0-10 seasons.
Right.
1-9. But now look at them.
They're playing some good
They're
ball.
playing some good ball this year, and they're beating some good teams. Yep. Ascension Episcopal takes down Catholic in New Iberia. It's got to be a rebuilding year for Catholic in New Iberia. They fall tonight 28-14. Okay. Rivalry matchup here between West St. Mary and Jeanerette. They just don't like each other, fellas.
That's
West
another
St.
thing.
Mary 14, Jeanerette 0. Final score. The Wolfpack comes out on top tonight. Lorville all over Homer Christian 55-0. Notre Dame could be the division state champs if they get past LCA this year, because they just put a whooping on Kaplan. They put a whooping on Como a couple weeks ago, and who they put a whooping on last week? I would have to go back and look. But Notre Dame 35, Kaplan Pirates 6. Kaplan has been in the semifinals in the last 5 years, so big win for the Pios tonight. They are the real deal. Cecilia has to be a great football team because they are scoring so many points the last 3 weeks. 56-7 final score. They take down Northwest. St. Charles, they are the runner-ups from a year ago in Division 2. They take down East Ascension tonight. That was a battle of two teams that were 2-0, 17-9 final score. And I think the Ville Platte Bulldogs are ready for this season to end. They get blown out again, 54-0, folks. St. Ed's all over Ville Platte tonight. Moving along with our games, is that St. Thomas More final score?
Yeah.
Final score, St. Thomas More 39, Catholic of Baton Rouge 38. Wow.
That speaks for itself. I mean,
Yeah.
Yep.
that is some wait for the playoffs. They might have a repeat.
Yep.
Can't have to tell.
Mandeville, went watch him a week ago. Quarterback is a special kid. He just committed last night, and he will be attending the University of McNeese. So congratulations to the Mandeville quarterback. But Mandeville all over Slidell tonight, 41-15. Watch out for Mandeville in 5A.
It'll be tough.
Yep. Vermilion Catholic beats down ERAF tonight, 47-0, folks. Great game here from Westminster and Highland Baptist. I'm assuming that's the final score, Highland? Final score, Westminster 42, Highland Baptist 35, Crusaders
Wow.
getting the win tonight.
That must have been an exciting game to watch offensively.
Yep. Bruley 24, West Feliciana 21. Bruley
Go ahead, Bruley.
There you go.
gets a win on the road at a hostile environment. I know they don't have a packed stadium, but that stadium is a big stadium, and the Pels are always dangerous over there. Central of Baton Rouge are starting out 3-0. They won tonight 21-12 over Plaquemine. And Zachary is doing Zachary things, folks. 49-0 over Estrama. Scotlandville beats down Southern Lab this tonight, 50-13. Scotlandville rolls. Southern Lab continues to struggle. University Lab puts a beat down on the Eagles tonight. ULAB 33, Parkview Baptist 14. That's a big win for the Cougars. St. Helena 32, Livonia 12. That is a final. And let's talk about the Golden Bears from Karen Crow, Louisiana. Karen Crow, Edna Carr, they better not match up on the same side of the bracket. That's all I have to say.
The way it's looking, I don't think they will.
If they can go 1-2 and find a way to get to the dome, it's anybody's game.
Right.
Karen Crow, Golden Bears, if you ever was going to win a state championship, this is your year to win it. Because Karen Crow beat down a very good St. Martinville Tiger football team tonight. 53-0, folks. Whew.
Real deal, offense and defense.
Yep.
Acadiana Wrecking Rams had Southside in tonight. Southside is an up-and-coming school that has high praise. They're the next best thing in the state of Louisiana. Southside has all these transfers that have came in from Sam Houston, from Como, from various places. Southside's year to beat Acadiana was this year, and Acadiana
Said no.
fear to veer. That's all I
That's
gotta
it.
say. Fear to veer. Acadiana 48, Southside 7. The best defensive line in the state of Louisiana is in Scott, Louisiana.
You're right. I mean, just seeing what they did against Curtis and then coming out here and just control it. You can't say anything other than they control the line of scrimmage
Yeah.
for the whole game.
Yeah.
And there's just, that score is just unbelievable.
Big shocker tonight for me. I thought this game was going to go down to the wire, and this will be our final game of the night. Jennings versus Eunice. If you haven't heard this score, get ready. Final score, Jennings at home, 35, Eunice 14. That is a final score. Eunice 104 points in 2 weeks. 0 on the scoreboard. They give up 35 tonight and only crack 14 on the scoreboard. Eunice, a little taste of the wing teeth tonight.
Right.
And ATN might have ran wild.
I wouldn't have picked that,
That's
seen
not that high. Like
Yeah.
that, the difference
The
in
difference
that.
is-
Although Ben a little closer.
Yeah. If it had been like a 3-point game or a 1 touchdown, that would have been like, okay, well, I can understand that. But
Yeah.
man, that's dominance.
Yeah.
That's dominance right there.
And that is our recap of the Thursday night and Friday night games. We will take one more caller if you want to call in. 337-290-5587. Call in. Let's chat about some high school football. Let's chat about your high school team. Don't be shy. Call in and let's chat with the guys. Some Saturday matchups. Fellas, what we have going on for Saturday football this week?
We got Carroll and Woodlawn going at 4 o'clock. We got Marksville and Crowley going at 1. Which ought to be an interesting game.
Yep, should be a good one right there.
Pickering and Lake Arthur at 1 as well. We have Grand Lake at Basile. That's when y'all going to.
Yeah, we'll be at
we'll be at
Basile
that.
We're gonna be doing that
tomorrow.
one
Sam
live.
Bacon welcoming us in with some barbecue, I heard. And
That sounds like fun.
we might be some natty lights deep tomorrow if Basile beats Grand Lake.
Yeah. You got Lafayette and Sulphur playing at 2 o'clock. Belle Chase and South Lafourche at 1 o'clock. West St. John and McDowell.
McDonald 35.
McDonald 35 at 2 o'clock. Ben Franklin and Thomas Jefferson. We didn't have a time on that, so we weren't sure about that one. Now, this will be interesting. Holy Cross and Jesuit at 1. That'll be interesting. And then Iota and North Vermilion also are playing tomorrow.
Yep.
We got a big one for tomorrow also. St. Curtis or John Curtis at Edna Carr. It's going to be an interesting
That
game.
is going to be very interesting.
Very interesting game. We talked about that quite a bit the Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Wow.
John Curtis, Edna Core. What a classic game last year, and it should be another classic game. Curtis is pissed off. Acadiana punched him in the mouth last week.
Yeah.
Edna Core is going for the 5-peat. Something has to give this week. Very excited to see who wins that matchup and talk about it Tuesday.
Yeah.
And Iota North Vermilion, that should be a good matchup. Basile Grand Lake, can't wait to see the outcome there. We might see Sam Bacon throwing his headphones in the press box.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a good possibility.
Yeah. Marksville Crowley, that's always a fun one. Some great matchups for Saturday football, and while we have so many Saturday games this year, some schools didn't get back into school until halfway through the week, and we have a referee shortage. So if you're wondering why we have so much Saturday games this year, that is your reasoning there. Hurricane just came and kids are just getting back into school,
Yeah.
and we have a shortage of referees.
Yeah.
John Curtis and Edna Carr, we played where Acadiana and John Curtis played at.
John S. Yenny Stadium in
Yeah.
Metairie, Louisiana.
Beautiful facility.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, how do I say that? Honestly, if we wouldn't have commitments to go to Basile, that would be the first game we would be going to.
Yeah.
Port-Barry tonight, 36. Pine Prairie, 0. How about them Red Devils, Gary Swallow, and Keith Crozier?
Man, all I gotta say is congratulations, Coach Stevens.
Yes.
That was, I thought it was going to be a close game. I thought it was going to be a shot. They totally dominated that ball club. And you know what? They deserve it. Those kids really work hard. And Coach Stevens, I know they work hard. Considering all the injuries that they've had, you know, you have 2 of your best players out for the year.
Yeah.
And all that. I just, all I got to say is congratulations and keep it going.
Yep. Definitely.
Yep, and we have to await news in the morning. Starting quarterback for the Red Devils will go take x-rays in the morning.
Right.
Just got a word from his mother. They're hoping it ain't nothing serious. They're just going to take precautionary matters. And Evan Hatton, number 10, had a big night tonight
Oh, did he?
for the Red Devils. And Red Devils need him back Thursday. But the way his mother talked, she said he's probably not going to play. But we will find out in the morning.
Yeah, we're going to see.
Yeah, but he's a tough kid and he wants to play.
I like that second quarter run toward the end of the half.
Yeah.
Right. That
great.
was.
That was all over the place.
Listen,
He
he said he went where there was no defenders. He said, "I'm gonna run to daylight," and he just kept going.
Just kept going.
Yep, for sure. All right, fellas, we are winding down here, and time to head to the house, get some to eat, and time to head to bed. And no LSU this week, no Saints this week. Gonna be a boring weekend
Right.
without our teams playing, but we can watch some high school football tomorrow, and we can watch some games because Alabama and Georgia are playing also tomorrow night.
Will Saban be on the sideline? That's the $1 million question.
It'll be in a bowl.
That's it.
It'll be in a headset somewhere.
Yeah, you're right.
Anybody want to call in before we shut this thing down? 337-290-5587. Call in, tell us hello, whatever you got, and we will gladly accept the phone call. But any last words, Keith?
No, I just enjoyed the games this past couple days. Actually, all week, if you want to think about it. Tomorrow's going to be interesting. I'm going to catch that Basile game and see how they do. So it'll be pretty. It's kind of neat that things are kind of spread out because you got different. Not everything's packed in one night, you know. And we're able to get more live games for us too, so that helps tremendously.
And you know, the thing about it is like we talked about this, you know, last show or two. I never saw a high school game on Wednesday. We used to see them on Thursday. Now we're seeing them on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and sometimes Sundays.
Yeah,
I mean,
Sunday games too. Yeah,
and I'm like going, oh my God, I never thought. But the fact that you're basically down 50% on your referees because of COVID. You can understand, but the thing about it is they're working it out, and they're actually letting these kids play.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
I want to say that the referees are doing an excellent job because they're traveling all over the state.
Oh yeah, and they're calling 2 and 3 games a week, you know.
Right.
And they're here,
That's-
there.
That's the main issue is because the shortness of referees, man. They got to go from one town to another town, and they try to keep them as local as possible, but still, they're still
Right.
scattered all over the place.
You're right. It's crazy. But you know, the fact that the kids are able to play, you know, they have some schools that are, you know, canceled the season and stuff like that because of concerns. But the majority are letting these kids play, letting them get out there and doing what they have to do. That's what I like.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
So that will almost do it for us. If there's no call-ins, we will close this thing out.
So we can go home and get some rest.
Yep. Yep. So what are you most looking forward to the rest of the week? Curtis and
In the car?
Edna and what are you looking forward to next week? I'm gonna tell you where I'm going Friday night now that my calendar is through. But what are y'all most looking forward to next week?
Well, this week I'm gonna be glad for me personally to get a chance to go and see, you know, a game, because with my work and everything I've been kind of tied up on game time. But tomorrow I'll get a chance to actually go and see Basile, Red Devils, you know, next opponent and stuff. But I mean, Sam's been real good to the show, and I'm very excited to finally get a chance to meet him personally and, you know, really work with him in the future, because I mean, they've been doing a lot of good stuff for us. But man, that Curtis and Edna Carr game is going to be high on my list as far as things to watch and
You're
get
gonna be
stuff.
checking your phone.
Oh
and
yeah,
see what's going on.
we're gonna be talking about it. And it's gonna be like, okay, where we at? You know, just to see what's going on. But overall, I can't wait to see that game for this week, and then next week, I'm just gonna be excited to see Port Barre and Basile renew a good rivalry, and just keep everything going. I mean, I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I'm with Gary here because I mean I don't know exactly who's playing next week, and it's other than Basile and Port Barre, but that's going to be a neat. Hope they can keep that. You know, I mean I know it's kind of out of the blue, but it was kind of neat that they were maybe started back up again.
Right.
Depending on if the scheduling is scheduling conflicts, but you never know.
One thing I'm hoping for in the future too is that we get back to some of these old rivalries that we used to have. I mean, Port Barre and Westminster used to play each other every year. We were in the same district and stuff, and then we got away from that. And then, you know, OC and Port Barre is renewed. I mean, OC's been dominating this, but we're still playing it.
Right.
Why not get back to some of these old rivalries where we can have some of the local people, you know, get in there and get involved in it.
Highway 190.
Correct. I mean, we used to just play everybody down the interstate. I mean,
Highway 190.
we used to play St. Edmunds every year. We Ville Platte, both Ville Platte schools every year. I mean, and they were all, you know, districts and everything, and now they're spread out. But old rivalries make the best games to me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just me.
Brings out the old players.
Right.
Too. You know, a lot of the old guys get together from both teams.
Right, most definitely. Friends.
Friends.
You know, just get together.
Well, guess what I'm gonna go next week now that my Friday's open.
Where you headed?
So Thursday night will be Basile versus Port Barre at Red Devil Stadium, and Friday night we will take a road trip down to Grambling State University to watch Acadiana Wrecking Rams versus Ruston High School.
Oh,
Did I get that
wow.
right? Did I get the stadium right?
I think it's going to be at Ruston.
Where's the stadium?
It's going to be at Grambling's field, if I'm not mistaken. But it's going to be up there.
It's going to be somewhere at a college stadium.
Yeah,
But
Grambling.
Ruston versus Grambling. Ruston upset Neville last week, so excited for that matchup.
Well, you could say upset Neville, but for the last year or two, Neville's been in a
Right.
rebuilding year.
Right.
You know.
So you got Acadiana going up there to play Ruston at Grambling Stadium.
That'll be interesting.
Oh my God, that's gonna be interesting, and I might tag along with you on that one, Jordan Taylor.
Hey,
We might have to do that. I might slide in one of them bags you got and
There
have
you
y'all
go.
bring us over there.
There you go.
along with it.
That might be something.
But that is our show, folks. Thanks again for tuning in and always being great listeners and great followers. This was week 3 edition recap show, sitting here with,
Keith Crozier.
Gary Swallow.
and my name is Jordan Taylor. This was Under the Lights. We will see you Tuesday night. Thanks again.
Night.
Have a good night.
Good night.